Welcome, guys, again. Welcome from Never Stop Learning YouTube channel. So I'm going to teach you guys one more topics which is really quite popular, especially those people are into the Q automation IT industry. So prior to any automated any website, I will highly recommend you should have those kinds of hands-on experience so you can interact with any type of website elements. So I'm going to tell you guys that 8 locators which is available in Selenium. The first one is ID and then name, class, tag name, link text, and then partial link text and CSS selector. This is one of the popular interview questions. Interviewer might ask you like how many locator is available in Selenium. So you have to have knowledge like ID, name, tag name, link text, partial link text. So what we can do with the Selenium's locators. So using above locator, we can automate a website. So this is all about. So we can see that this is the 8 locators Selenium's available that we can use to interact with any website. Prior to this, I want to tell you something that let's say this is a website which is YouTube. So you can see that YouTube monogram. You can see that menu bar, which is you can able to click. You can see that home, shorts, all that every single items on this website, and it's clickable. And all these, let's say my profile, all this, it's all called web element. Every single items, like there's one video, there's another video, there's another video, there's another video, and or you can see that channel name. Every single item calls web element. So to interact with this web element, so you should have better knowledge on eight Selenium locators. So if you have better knowledge with eight Selenium locators, then you can interact with any website with your confidence. So ID. So how can I see the ID, name, and class? This is the three. Even also name tag, all that. So if I go to, let's say this is the website I'm going to automate it. What will be the test cases? Test cases as users, I have to launch the YouTube URL, and then after get launched the YouTube URL, I want to play the video. So those are the user story. Let's say those are the user actions that I have to automate it. So how we can do that? So first of all, this is the URL that we can launch. And if you guys don't know how to launch the URL, how to launch any website URL, so please feel free to watch my another video, which is how to create a Maven project. So this is another video that you guys can see. So you will get more knowledge on it. And then also I also added a lot interview questions like 6 manual testing interview questions, all that. So if you watch that, then that will be easier. And I'm planning to make another video that especially those people are non-IT background in the US, how we can convert your non-IT background and you can start the IT career. So let's jump to that topics that we're discussing. So I was discussing that this is the YouTube and how can I inspect web element. As I mentioned, like every single items on this website, we can see it calls web element. So let's say I want to click this video. So if I hover over on this video and if I click the right of my mouse, and then you can see that inspect. So if you click the inspect, then another window will pop up. It calls development window. So now I need to find out that what is that web element for this. So if I click this, and it will be a little green mark, and then if you hover over this, and then it will highlight only the place that this is the related web element. So if you guys can see, like we can see that this is the tag, which is a bracket and then tag, and then this is style, this is class. You can see that this is class, and then this is class, and class is very big, and class contains multiple a multiple space character and a symbol, so we should always better to avoid that. So that's how I can show you one more website, which is, let's say, for Facebook. Same way, if you click, if I cancel this one, and if I inspect the email, then if I click the right click of the mouse, and then if you click the inspect, and then you can see that window, development window will appear. So if you click again spy one, it will be, once you click, then it will be green, a green sign, and then if you inspect slowly, that let's say email enter, and then if you click it, it's a highlight only this. So for this piece of code, you can see that email address or phone number right here. So now we'll see that ID, we can see that this is one of the element, which is ID equal to email. So ID is a element, ID is a locator, and email under the double quotations, it calls attribute, which is value. And then you can see that input is a tag name, and then you can see that another is locators. This is class, as I mentioned. Selenium is 8 locators, and class has the value, which is attribute. So we should not take this because it has underscore, and we should not take that. We always avoid. So what we can do, we can see that name also is there. So we can also automate it by using this name locator. We can automate it by using ID locator of Selenium. And also is there any other things? No, I don't think is there any other things. So this is two we can take, which is class also available, but I should not take because it contains underscore or different special characters. So now we'll automate it. Let's say we'll automate this. So that's how we can use ID, name, and class. So this is the three which is really common that we can easily find. If it's available within 8 locators, then you can easily use, and otherwise you can avoid. So now I'm going to second step, which is XPath, one of the locator. And XPath is one of the locator we can interact. One of the locator of Selenium that we can interact with the web element using XPath. So now how we can create XPath, and then we can use that XPath to automate it. So there's two type of XPath. One is absolute XPath, another is relative XPath. So what is absolute XPath? So absolute XPath is start with single slash, and then start with a root node. And it's very difficult to write XPath, and failure chance is very high. So how we can write XPath? So let's say we can see that the first tag. So how we create relative XPath, absolute XPath. It will start with single slash. So it will be like this. So let's say I'm taking another one, new tab. So single slash, and then we can see that head, which is head one of the tag, and then we can see body, which is child tag, and then again child tag is body child tag is div, and then again div child tag is div, and then again. So from the parent until we raise the class. Let's say we automated this only. So we have to count from parents until the child. So the possibility of failure is really a lot. So that's why we always recommend not to use absolute XPath. But there's, as I mentioned before, XPath, there's a two type of XPath, which is absolute XPath and relative XPath. So definitely there's a multiple reasons that we should not use absolute XPath. So that's why we are going to use always relative XPath. That is my high recommend to use relative XPath. So now we'll learn how to create relative XPath. So it start with a double slash. As I before mentioned that absolute XPath will start with single slash, and then relative XPath will start a double slash. So it does not start from the root node, and it's easy to write XPath. Failure chances are less compared to absolute XPath. So now, so how we can generate relative XPath? So that we will see in this video. So I'm going to open my Eclipse IDE. So let's say this is the XPath. So I'm going to create another class, which is, if you are not familiar with this step, please feel free to watch my another video, which is how to create a Maven project. That video. So that I already did details descriptions there. So I'll put like absolute relative XPath. I'll put the class name is relative XPath, and then I just mark public static void main string for my convenience, so it will automatically Eclipse IDE would automatically write for me. So I just click it, then I can see it's automatically create the class name is relative XPath, and now I have to write. So I'm going to provide a system.set property, system.set property. So I'm going to take this, which is I'm going to provide a string and values. So why I'm using system.set property? System.set property is a method. I have already made a video. Please feel free to watch that. So I don't need to waste time to describe here. And then I put a single quotations, double quotation. Under double quotation, I will write with driver dot chrome dot driver, and then again I'm going to tell the Selenium the location of my driver. Here's the location of my driver. This is the location. So double slash means here dot double slash, and then drivers double slash then chrome drivers driver.exe, and then semicolon. So now we are going to declare object for the driver equal new, and then I have to import the driver, which is available in the Selenium under this package. So now I can use driver.get string. So I'm going to put the, let's say we are going to automate the Facebook, right? So I'm going to put the Facebook. This is the Facebook URL, and then I already copy it, and then I paste here. Now I want that driver should maximize. I want not the small window. I want it should be maximize the window. So I'm going to write at a time driver.manage.window.maximize. So save it, and then now run it, and let's see. It should already launch my other so you can see that it's already automated, which is I launch the URL, and then also I maximize the window of the browsers. So now our second job is that I want to inspect this, and I want to use that 8 locators which is available. Maybe I can use the XPath, maybe I can use that ID. So which one is available here? That one I'm going to use. So for my convenience, I'm going to put this under my browser. Okay. So now I can click the spy icon. When it will be green, it will turn green, and then I can hover over the email, and then I can see that which is class. As I mentioned, class I'm not going to take, and then ID I'm not going to take ID, and then I'm going to take ID and then email name. This is two locators I can use. So now I'm going to generate first with the first rules. So what is first rules? Each example, the syntax is tag name, and then square bracket, and then at sign, and then attribute equal this. This is my syntax. So how I can write the syntax? So let's see, this is the syntax, and now if I so now I'm going to write that relative expert, not absolute expert, guys, remember that. So now double slash, as I mentioned, double slash, and tag name. Which is tag name? Tag name is this is the input. Input is tag name all the way from the beginning side. So I'm going to put input, and then I'm going to put square bracket, and then at sign, and I'm going to add sign, and then it's telling me to use that attribute. What is attribute? Attribute is that name, ID, and also the value is also attribute. So I'm going to use the name. First of all, name, then equal sign, and then single quotation. Under single quotation, I have to copy the. Most of times, I will highly recommend to copy from the website, because sometimes Selenium couldn't recognize. So better to copy from here. So I'm going to copy from here, and then I'm going to paste here. So now we write our first syntax, right? So how can I validate that whether it's recognized by Selenium or not? So let's copy it, and then we can come again on this development console, and we can press Control F. If I Control F, then we can see that there's a search icon will appear. So if I paste here, so you can see only match only one. So this is highlighted. So I could able to identify by using name. So now my question is that I'm going to use a different way. Let's see what others way we can write. So this is the first approach, which is syntax 1, and then I'll try syntax 2. So how I'll write syntax 2? So let me copy this syntax 2, and then I'm putting here, and then I'm following this way. So approach 2 like double slash, and then instead of tag name, which is I put input, now I'm going to put star. So I'm going to put star, and then square bracket, and then same at this time I'm going to use this ID. So let me copy the email, which is value, which is attribute, and then now I'm going to put name equal single quotation, and inside single quotation I'm going to paste the value, which is email. So now I need to validate whether it's correct or not, or whether it's recognized by Selenium or not. Then copy, and then I'm going to put here. So you can see that one is recognized, same line. So we are writing expert for this, for the email or phone number, this box for different way. We already use two syntax type. One is just tag name, then square bracket at attributes equal, and then single quotation attribute. Another one is only the difference is like just instead of using tag name, we just use asterisk. So that's all about. So now, let's see another approach. How many approaches we have? So this is the two approach we already finished. Now I want to show you that text-based approach. So now let's say name, class, ID don't have. So how we can write that expert there? So I'm going to give you guys another website. Let's see what website we have. Okay. So this is one of the IAG, one of the hotel reservations website that we can pick, and then I'm going to inspire this, and then now you can see you can see. Okay, so you can see that under this, so this is the first name. Can you see that when we inspire this, so ID, we have ID, we can use ID, but I want to use the different approach, text-based approach. That's why I'm avoiding ID, and then also text, also class, and so class I should not take because the class has too much underscore, different symbol, all that. So I should avoid that. And also now the thing, so enter first name. Enter first name. So there's a text is available. So how can I write the text-based approach? Okay. So we are writing expert for the text-based. So now text-based. This is the text-based approach. So let me copy this, and then I'm going to paste here. So this is the formula, right? This is the formula that we have to follow to write the text-based. So how we can write? So first of all, double slash. Okay, we put double slash, and then it's saying the tag name, which is div, tag name, which is div. So can you see that? Enter the first name. Tag name is div. So we can put div, and then square bracket, and then we can write text, just literally text, and then equal, and then single quotation attribute, which is the value of the copy this only text, and then we can paste the text here. Now we can copy this whole, and then we can validate. We have to validate. So Control F, and then paste here. So you can see this line which is highlighted. So we could able to identify by using text. So let's go to see another website how we can So let's say this is one of the IRS website. So we need to create an expert, which is a relative expert for this direct payment. So if I click this, it will give me option to put different states. So if I inspect it, and then if I click this, you can see that this line highlighted only for this specific direct pay with. For this, it's already highlighted. So it has class, but I cannot use class because class has a space, and also underscore also special character. I should not. And then if I see that there is no other ID name, tag name is available under this block of code, but there is a text is available. This is the text. Direct pay with bank. This is available. So how can I write the text text approach? So let's write the text approach. So let's say double slash, and then what is the tag name? Tag name here is A. So A, then square bracket, and then I should write text, and then equal, and then single quotations, and then I have to paste the value. So let's see, copy this, and then we need to validate, right? So Control F, and then paste. So you can see that one is highlighted, which is this line. That's what we are looking, right? So this is one way. So now let's go. I'll show you once I'm done all that approach, and then I'll show you how to automate it, all this. So then syntax 3. Syntax 3, this is another approach. So let me show you that syntax 3 how we can utilize same way. Okay, so now it says double slash. Okay, double slash, and then we can put tag, which is tag direct pay with the bank. This is the one that I'm going to write for expert, which is relative expert, and then I'm going to use this is A, one of the tag A, and then now square bracket, and then normalized. Just as it is, we have to write normalized hyphen, then space, and then bracket, then equal, and single quotation, and then paste this value. Paste this. This is the text. Then if you double click on the text, and then copy, and then paste inside the single quotation and copy it, and let's validate it whether it's recognized by Selenium or not. Yes, you can see that one is recognized by Selenium. So this is all about to write XPath, which is a relative XPath by different approach. So feel free to use this, and now I'm going to show you how we can use. Okay, so now as you understand like how to generate XPath, so now I'm going to automated Facebook, right? So until this we write. So then now I'm going to send, like let's say, and now this is the one. If I inspire this, and then we can get that ID, right? So now we can use this guy. So let's write the XPath for this, as I mentioned before, double slash, what is the input, which is input is the tag name. So input, and then square bracket, then add sign, and then we are using ID. We are using this ID. So I'm going to write ID as it is, equal, then single quotations. Under single quotations, I'm pasting the value. So let's validate. As we validated before, again, just make sure that it's working. Yes, it's already recognized this. So now I'm going to write driver.find. What? How we can find? By dot XPath. This is the XPath. This is XPath, and then double quotations, and then paste the XPath we generate, and then semicolon. So now if we can easily dot. After that, we can easily dot and click. We can easily use this click, but I want to make it a little nice. So what I can do, semicolon, and then I can, if I put cursor right here, and you can see that little mark here. So if you press Control 1, then we can assign a variable. So let's say Facebook, and then we can call this Facebook, and then this is the Facebook we write, right? And then dot, and then click. What method we can call this? This click method, and then we have to summarize, and then click. Let's send key. Okay, Facebook dot, I want to send my email address, dot send. So we have to use this method called send, right? And then we have to use, let's say, biswas90@gmail.com, and then semicolon, and save it, and we can run. This is the and then it's automated, and then you can see that the email address versus same way we can inspect. This is password. Let's say password, how we can generate the XPath. We can click the inspire, and then hover over the password, and now you can see that name is there, which is one of the ID also is there. We can use both, and then class we should not use because it has underscore space. We should not use, so we can use this. So this is one of the things that's how we can generate XPath, and you can automate it. So if you guys like it, and please feel free to share and like this one. Thank you.